There is no minimalist rule book. Well, until now. The Minimalists have created 16 rules for living with less, a free ebook which you can download right now at theminimalists.com/resources. Enjoy.
The Minimalists.
Here's what Saleli wants to know. How do I stop my impulse to buy multiples of items that tend to wear out quickly? Backpacks, water bottles, etc. There are some things that simply seem to warrant a backup. I want to say, Staley, you're buying the wrong backpack and water bottle. I've had the same water bottle for 5 years. I've had the same backpack for, I got the new packed backpack.
Yeah.
But that thing I took camping and this was not last weekend, but the weekend before. It was just very durable. I could sit here and tell you about all the dirt and scraping up against rocks and it falling off the side of this mountain and it was really durable. So that would be my advice to Slay Lee is don't forsake the quality for the quantity, because if you spend a little bit extra up front and get a high quality product, you don't have to buy multiples. Now there are multiples of things I buy, like toilet paper rolls.
Yes.
I don't do this anymore because I finally got a good set of slip-on flip-flops, thanks to Rich Roll. I won't tell you the brand because they're not paying us, and the brand for me isn't the best for them. But Rich Roll helped me out with this really good pair of leather flip-flops that I can see these are going to last a while. But I used to get the Havanas, and I'd buy 2 pair at a time because, and they always break the most.
Yeah.
The worst times, man. We're walking around. Have you been to the Getty Villa?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
no, I haven't been to the Villa, just to the Getty.
Okay, so the Villa. You got to walk around a lot, both. But Mariah's Havana's broke the Getty Villa, and I got a paper clip, and somehow I don't even know how I did it, but got a paper clip and somehow rigged it up for her to finish walking.
You're like the generic MacGyver.
Yeah, exactly. But we went home. We had another pair, so she had another pair to wear to the beach the next day.
Sure.
So there are doubles, but when I saw how wasteful it was with those flip flops, I'm like, okay, I need a better solution. I didn't really have one until Rich Roll kind of kindly introduced me to this, and Mariah got a pair of them as well. But yeah. So all that to say is yes, there are some things that I will buy multiples of, but if I find myself being wasteful, then I start to look for a better substitute.
Yeah, I think I would identify whether or not I'm making an excuse, right? Because I hear some sort of excuses in this question. Because the reason I say that is the examples that were proffered here, they, as you mentioned, are not great examples. You can buy a backpack that Patagonia makes phenomenal Bex has had the same Patagonia backpack for I think 17 years.
Yeah.
Ever since before she got out of college.
Yeah.
Right. And so she's had that for a really long time.
Mm-hmm.
The same with the boots that she just replaced her. What are those, Tufts? I think they're called.
I've never heard of those. Yeah.
Anyway,
Uggs.
No,
I'm kidding.
She had it for 15 years, and it finally wore out. And so there are high quality items. Of course, buy once. Let's put a link to that in the show notes, Sean. So. They recommend products and services that are everlasting. The idea is to buy something once so that it lasts a long time or even a lifetime.
Yeah.
And so keeping that in mind, but Ryan is correct as well. There are some things that you buy just for when. Mm-hmm. So I like to delineate. There just in case. There are emergency items, and there is just for when. Those are 3 of our rules from the Minimalist Rulebook.
Right.
So the just in case items are things that we justify holding on to. And I hear a little bit of that in Slaley's question here.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to buy this just in case. Mm-hmm. Well, if that's the case, I wouldn't buy it, and I wouldn't hold on to it if it's a just in case item, unless it's one of those rare emergency items that's a just in case item. Mm-hmm. So I have a first aid kit at home. Now, hopefully, I don't have to use it within the next 90 days, so it doesn't fit in the 90-90 rule. But it is a just in case item. I don't hold it just for when I'm going to use it.
Mm-hmm.
It is just in case I need it. Snow chains when we lived in Montana were a just in case emergency item.
Right.
And so a handful of emergency items that are appropriate for me depending on my circumstance, those are important. Those are just in case items that I can feel good about. They actually bring a peace of mind to my life.
Right.
But we have to be careful because we can justify anything, as I hear in the question.
Yeah.
And then finally, we have the just for win rule. Just for win is, as Ryan says, I don't buy my toilet paper one square at a time, my toothpaste one nurdle at a time.
Mm-hmm.
I will buy, in fact, with toothpaste, I buy 4 tubes of toothpaste at once, every time.
I thought you were going to say 4 nurdles.
I have 3 in my pocket right now.
ToothpasteNurdles.com.
Like the hash browns or the tater tots in my cargo shorts.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd be doing the same thing with nurdles of toothpaste. Anyway. I buy 4 tubes of toothpaste just for when, because I don't like going to the grocery store a lot. And then when I get down to 0 tubes, I go buy 4 more.
Mm-hmm.
That's just how I do it. I know I'm going to use it every time, so it is just for when.
Yeah. I buy the double pack. Mariah and I buy the double pack. And like when we get down to the first or to the last one, it's like we put it on our list and then we'll go get another double pack. Yeah. Anyway.
That makes sense. And so what you're talking about is setting up some boundaries there.
Yeah.
And just for when is a type of boundary. Emergency items is an understanding that sometimes unfortunate things happen. We can prepare for some of those. The most likely ones, we certainly can't prepare for everything. Not an advocate for prepping. In fact, I think that prepping can disconnect us from a community. We did a whole episode on prepping with TK Coleman. You can go back and listen to that episode. And then, of course, the just-in-case items. If you're really holding on to something just in case, here's your permission. Let it go.
Just let it go.